Hey, this is the Chair Guy with another organic lesson. I have a little more time here on YouTube than I do on Instagram, so I can get into it a little deeper. If you already have a chair guitar, that's great. You can follow along, or you can just build this on a regular guitar because that's what you're going to have to do eventually anyway. Now, the first time I had you start with a chair here in the middle of the guitar because I wanted it to build your flexibility, but today we're going to add one here on the low E string, and that's great because it's going to start anchoring the whole thing into your head. Notice that the middle of the chair is in line with the very top of the next chair, and that's how all the chairs are going to be, except of course where it crosses the B string. And what you're going to start noting is where this chair begins, because this one begins on the first dot, and so that will anchor that in your head. Eventually you're going to end the whole shape down here on the 12th fret, and that's how you're going to start knowing just generally where the chairs are for different keys. Your brain is just going to start remembering, okay, the back of this chair begins on this dot, or maybe the front of this chair begins on a dot. There's all kinds of different ways you'll do that in the future. But for the moment, what I want you to do is very similar to the last time, except this time I want you to start targeting notes. In other words, I want you to begin and end on one of the roots, either the major root or the minor root. And today we're going to go with the minor root. So begin on the minor root and then end on a root of another chair. In other words, something like this. And that will just start teaching you kind of how music works or how improvising works. You're beginning on a root and you're ending on a root. You're going and coming back, and it's just kind of this game of how you get there. And just play with all the different ways you can do that.